Springtime is busy season for most breeding stallions. Dr. Ed Squires of the University of Kentucky's Gluck Equine Research Center is going to tell us how we can get stallions ready for action. I'm Erin Ryder, news editor of The Horse, your guide to equine healthcare. Welcome to the Ryder Report. What are some of the considerations for stallion owners leading up to breeding season?
I think it's important for the stallion owner to kind of take a look at the whole horse and make sure he's not too fat, because if they're too fat, then that sort of insulates the testicles and will affect sperm quality. You also need to make sure they're not too thin, because they're going to be working pretty hard in the next few months, so they need to be in good body condition, not too fat, not too thin, so they go into the season just in the right condition.
How can stallion owners and managers increase their horses' fertility through management?
I think some of the things stallion managers can do to kind of enhance fertility would be early in the year, before you start the breeding season, collect semen from these stallions a few times, look at the quality of the semen based on motility, morphology, look at the sperm numbers, also measure the testicles and perhaps even ultrasound the testicles. And if you do that year after year, you kind of have a feel for, is the stallion changing from year to year, or is he getting better or worse? And then you can adjust the number of mares going to that stallion based on his capabilities.
What are some of the bacterial and viral issues that managers should consider?
Well, I think we just recently, in the last year and a half, have had an outbreak of contagious equine metritis in the quarter horse industry, which it kind of typifies that one needs to be concerned about these bacteria. I think the key there is to make sure that the stallion is cultured, and you look for what bacteria he may be harboring. Some of the bacteria are non-pathogenic and not a problem, but others can certainly affect fertility dramatically. And also we have some viruses like equine viral arteritis, which can certainly affect the fertility, and so most of the time we would recommend that the stallion be vaccinated for equine viral arteritis, and I think it's important to work with the veterinarian to know which vaccines to use and what testing for bacteria and viruses need to be done at the beginning of the season.
What are some of the mistakes that people tend to make?
Yeah, I'll just give you one example of a mistake that I think some people make, particularly those involved in shipping cooled semen. We know that the best quality cooled semen comes from a stallion that has been on a regular collection schedule. So if this horse has been sexually rested and you collect him and ship it out, you're not going to be shipping a very good product. So I think the mistake there is not having the horse on a regular collection schedule, not making sure he was cleaned out before you decided to ship to a client.
Where can people learn more about these issues?
There's some good courses around the country where breeders can go and get information, short courses that last a few days at various universities. We're having a short course here at the Gluck Center next week that will cover some aspects of stallion fertility. Other areas you can go to various magazines and websites that will give you some very good information on stallion management.
Great. Thanks very much, Dr. Squires. That's it for this week's Ryder Report. Visit thehorse.com for all the latest news on equine healthcare, management, and welfare. I'm Erin Ryder, news editor of The Horse, your guide to equine healthcare. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.